Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Park Lane for the 23rd instalment of National 1, National League Rugby. Today, Sedgley Tigers host Blackheath at Park Lane. It's an important game for both teams for different reasons, and we'll get into that in a couple of moments. Just one moment. Okay, we'll have a look at the teams, starting off with Blackheath, a front row of Archie Holland, Billy Harding and Rory Marsh. Billy Harding, the captain and hooker, currently on 41 tries for the season. And I was speaking to a couple of guys from the Blackheath team. They reckon if he gets 2 more, that'll be a record. Archie Smeaton and Ed Scragg are the locks. Josh Smart, Noah Sloot and Finn Osborne on the back row. Jordan Burns is scrum half, Sam Morley is fly half, wings of Jake Hennessy and Tom Hughes, and centres of Ralph Hollister and Luke Pollock, with a full back of Tom Emery. The replacements are Archie Bourne, James Cornish, Tom Johnson, Oscar Hursky Douglas and Kyle Maggie. Head coach Tom Stradwick. I just need to make a note that we've not had a double check of the Blackheath team yet, so there may be a slight change to that, but hopefully if we find out we'll let you know. The Tigers, front row John Blanchard, Adam Mallinson and Beltus Nonley. Bob Birtwell and Connor James, the captain, are the locks. Back row Jack Ellum, Lewis Bradley and Isaac Deans. Jack Ellum coming in at blindside flanker because Will Bennett, who's been in that position for 7 matches, is off with the England under-19s and will have kicked off at 2 o'clock, and he's starting for the England under-19, so good luck to Will today. Back row of, I said, Lewis Bradley, Isaac Deans and Matt Sturgis. Greg Smith is the fly half. Sorry, back row of Jack Ellum, Lewis Bradley and Isaac Deans. Matt Sturgis is the scrum half, Greg Smith is the fly half, wingers are Tom Esketh and Reece Henderson, centres Ollie Glass and Matt Law, and full back are Sam Thorpe. Replacements are Austin Downham, Danny Rylance and Alex Bembatouche, who was here on the gantry, the last home match, joining Joe on commentary. He's back fit with Josh Ree and Jacob Tansey. Head coach is Scott Barrow. Our officials today are referee Alex Powdrell, with assistants Richard Arthur and John O'Sidwell Keaton. We will have a look at the table. And as you can see, Blackheath have got everything to play for in regards to promotion, and Tigers got everything to play for in staying in National 1. They're in the danger zone at the bottom. The bottom 3 teams go down. 4th from bottom goes into a playoff with a National 2 team. In regards to promotion, the top team gets promoted automatically. 2nd and 3rd place go into a playoff and then play 13th in the championship. So Blackheath recently beaten Plymouth and Rotherham in the last couple of weeks. So they're on a great form there. You can see 5 wins for Blackheath on the road there. It's actually 6, and Tigers have lost the last 5. So big, a tall order for the Tigers here at Park Lane. They've got home advantage, so hopefully it's got something to play for there. Last time we met, it was a wet day down at Well Hall. I just managed to stay out of the rain, and it was quite a decisive win for Blackheath. It was 31-3. Our commentary team today are Tom Markham and Joe Barnes-Taylor. Joe will be leading the commentary, with Tom giving some analysis. And with that, I'll hand over to Joe.
Yeah, cheers, Vinny. Gorgeous day here at Park Lane, and a tough contest for Tigers should be. Obviously, Blackheath currently sitting in 3rd. Vinny mentioned that last week there was a close result against Rotherham Titans last week, which put them on 87 points, while Sedge came away with another loss, to which head coach Scott Barrow sounded positive, saying we've done a lot of good things, but then we just don't capitalise quite often enough. Sounds like a fairly repeated message throughout this season. So hopefully Tigers can make a change today, as we can see them running out onto the pitch now. It's Ladies' Day at Park Lane today. Some of the ladies from Sedgley Tigers will be raising money for breast cancer and Berry Hospice. So if any point you see, I've been told, big pair of boobs, don't be alarmed. That's what that's for. As well as today being Down Syndrome Day at Park Lane, the mascot Jason Williams, whose brother Harry Williams plays for the Colts, will be leading out the team. As well as you might notice that the Tigers are wearing odd socks today to represent that as well. I think you can see them running out now. So that's a lovely sight here at Park Lane, under the sun. Last week, Director of Rugby Adam Boulding, the Director of Rugby at Birmingham Moseley, said it was such a tense affair right from the first minute to the last. Something that Tigers perhaps have repeated throughout this season, Tom, is perhaps leaving themselves too much work too late in the game. Too much to catch up on, and then running out of time before they can make any sort of comeback.
Yeah, you're right there, Joe. And just as we're watching now, as the Tigers are doing a huddle with the mascot Jason Williams, whose brother Harry plays for the Colts. A great moment there for the youngster.
As I mentioned there, look, you can see the Tigers wearing claret and gold and black and white socks to represent that. And now we're underway with Blackheath kicking off into the sun. Come down, secure ball for Tigers. Slung out by Sturgis, who is in for Jacob Tansey since last week, giving him a rest on the bench today. Burtwell makes a strong carry. And it'll be a box kick from Sturgis. Chased down by Hesketh, who gets there. Number 9, Jordan Burns, with the ball now. Slings it out to the left. Archie Smeaton takes it in. Rory Marsh.
Ball's through.
It's a lovely little scoop up from Burtwell as well there. Good eyes. Tigers with the ball again. Sturgis looks for the pass. And now they go out wide. Glass makes a step. Ellum. Smith. Out to Bradley. And the counter ruck from Josh Smart. Referee says leave it though. Nonley takes it in now. Blanchard. And we should be able to hear the ref's mic any moment if you're wondering what that static is. Sturgis with the box. Hesketh gets under it. Oh, and it just slips past his fingers. Scooped up by Mallinson. Burtwell with a little pump. Smith out wide to Glass. Law. Thorpe looks for it. Takes it in himself. Tigers playing through the forwards once again. Just trying to set up a platform for their backs out wide. Who's that's come through the middle? It's Smart again with the counter ruck.
Yeah, he's done really well there.
It's with Osborne now. Having a bit of trouble with the ref mic, I think, but we carry on. Scragg. Ball goes up high, Henderson gets under it, and it's a great take. And he's able to make some yards there as well. James passes it off to Bradley in contact.
Yeah, not a bad start, really, that is it. But,
decent passage of play from both. I'd say they're pretty equal so far, Tom. Smart, obviously, showing himself to be a weapon at the Blackheath breakdown, but otherwise, a positive start for both sides.
no surprise either to see a few of the water carriers coming on early.
I was going to say, it's a hot day, isn't it?
Yeah, the pitch looks in really good condition. Dried out a lot in the middle.
No, the pitch techs here at Park Lane doing a fantastic job of keeping this pitch in good condition. It's worth saying while we've got a break here as well, if you are watching along on our YouTube stream, then feel free to leave us a comment. Let us know who you are and where you're watching from. We always like to see the support in the comments.
And for any keen viewers who are watching from Blackheath, I'll be keeping you up to date with some match scores. And currently 31 minutes played over in Yorkshire. Rotherham trail 13 points to 0 versus Plymouth Albion. And Sale, who are 2 minutes in at home, just down the road, they lead Birmingham Moseley 7 points to 0.
Nice one, Tom. I think we'll be underway fairly shortly. I think.
Yeah, the ref's just having a bit of a fix
he's sorting his mic out.
with his mic. Hopefully that will work with us as well. Let's have a look.
Appreciate the effort there. Moment of truth.
Doesn't look like he's still picking anything up, is it, with the ref mic?
I'm assuming he's saying something.
Yeah. No, that's not working at the minute. We'll have a play around with that.
Okay, scrum down, Blackheath ball. In from Burns. Really nice position from Morley there, directly behind Burns. That's a great pass out to the wing as well, with Hennessy on the end of it.
Yeah, he's going to be one of the danger men, isn't he, Hennessy? He's got a brilliant try here at Park Lane last season.
I was going to say, I remember the name from the last game.
Really quick feet over on that left-hand side. And no surprise whatsoever, Joe, to see them kick for the corner, as they're going to probably settle with the line out and the driving maul, which just works. I mean, I can't say I've watched many Blackheath games, but looking at my notes, with Billy Harding at hooker, who scored a whopping 41 tries this season, looks like it can only be one thing that we're about to see here. If he does score, he will level Phil Chester's record of 42 from the 2011-12 season with Ealing Trailfinders. And here comes the maul.
Great drive from the back. Tigers putting up a serious defence there as well, though. Blackheath are slowly encroaching. Tough to see where the ball's at.
And it's down.
That's a great effort and a great try from Blackheath for their first maul.
And we just had...
Questions as to whether that was Harding that got it down.
Yeah, we're going to wait for confirmation on that one.
Don't want to give him the title too soon. But great opening score for Blackheath. 6 minutes in, and they're already 5 points up.
Yeah. And just so everyone is aware, the timer on the stream is it's a rolling clock basically. So when time's off, we can't stop it. So I'll let you keep you updated with how long he's actually in the is on the actual clock. And confirmation there for everyone watching. Billy Harding has just equalled the Phil Chester's record, and he's now joint top scorer ever in National League One with 42 tries this season.
Yeah, that record dates back to the 2010 and 11 season. So, an impressive feat for the Blackheath hooker. Smith with the restart. And Blackheath go blind. It's Sam Morley with the ball now, kicking for touch. And he finds it perhaps not as far as he wanted it to, only on the on his 10 metre. But it's territory nonetheless. And it'll be captain Billy Harding throwing it in for Blackheath. Great take from Smart, but he immediately hits the floor. Blackheath play it short. Burns with the box. Henderson gets under it once again. It's another great take from him. That's 2 for 2.
Yeah, he's brave there with that one.
Well, you've got to be in it. You can't back down. Blanchard with a strong carry. Out the back now to Glass. Law. Thorpe. Hesketh secures. Tigers will go back inside. And it's a good counter-rucking attempt from Harding, and referee will give it. Not releasing. Yeah, it's the sort of thing you expect from a class team like Blackheath. You know, they're not third in the table for no reason. And there'll be little technical advantages like that will be keeping them ahead, I'd expect.
Yeah, he's more than just a try scorer, Billy Harding. He puts in the graft, puts in the hard work, and he's able to turn the ball over there. And Sam Moyle look to try and put them in position.
Yeah, just outside the 22, so still within danger for Tigers.
Like you were saying, Joe, Blackheath are clearly a strong team. They've won 6 on the bounce, and they've only lost 1 in the last 10 games.
It's a great take from Smart, straight out to Harding. Quick hands. Osborne makes ground. Tigers will win it back. Nonley pops it. Oh, that went backwards, I think. Burtwell, sorry, Deans. And Sturge with the clearance. Hesketh gets under it. Ball was moving in the air.
Obstruction there. Yeah, it was good work from Henderson. They're clearly trying to stop him now. They've seen that threat of him catching the ball.
No, exactly, and it's you know, that's unfortunately something you can't do anymore. Is you got to block the chaser. You got to allow for a fair contest. So that's a good call from the ref.
And Tom Hesketh on this side, he is like Roadrunner. He's like lightning.
You'll hear him run past and go, meet me. Mallinson with the line out, and it just slips through Burtwell's hands, but good recovery from Deans. Law. Thorpe out to Henderson.
Good work.
He breaks free. Great ground made there. Tigers with momentum, and they drop it as I say that. Bit of confusion.
Yeah, it was a good bit of play that from Tigers. It's the first time they've managed to move the ball quite quickly along the line. And if you can get it into the hands of your best ball carriers early, and they give them space to run.
I think that's going to be the trick for Tigers today, is trying to go around the outside rather than through the middle. Blackheath have a formidable defence. It's just been spilled on the floor by Nonley. Blackheath have possession now. Jordan Burns thinks he sees a gap.
It's a bit of a mess. I think Tigers have turned it over.
They've just about saved it. Was that a double roll? No, it's Tigers' ball. I expect, yeah, Smith will be kicking for the corner. Get as much distance as he can. It's a great kick. Puts Tigers' line out. About 10 metres out from the Blackheath try line. This is as close as they've come so far. See what they can make of it. Obviously, they've shown they can at least stand up to Blackheath's maul, so they'll be setting up for one for themselves. Doesn't appear to be making any ground though. Yep, Sturge whips it out quickly. They left once again. Mallinson. James. Bradley.
Did really well to keep hold of that one.
He's great on the ball, as Bradley. Week in and week out. Ellum. Tigers playing through the forwards, trying to suck the Blackheath defence inwards.
Yeah, they're really narrow at the minute.
And look, Tigers flipping to that left side. Can they smell a try? Still playing through the forwards. Can they get over? When it goes out wide to Henderson. Who gets it down? Nearly went in the corner, decided, nah, I'll take it a bit further. Quick ball. Out to the man with the quick feet. And a first score for Tigers after only 15 minutes.
Yeah, good work there from Tigers. They were trying to bruise their way through. And as I said earlier, they got it into the hands of the main ball carriers who eventually found the gaps. As you said, Joe, sucks Blackheath in to try and pile the bodies over the line, and that left Henderson with a...
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to say a relatively simple try, but he made it look easy.
Well, I say it was a simple run-in for him, I think, but not an easy feat. You know, it's simple rugby, Tom, you know, draw the defence in and then flip it out wide. But when carried out by a man like Hendo, like you say, it made it look easy, but it'll be Glass with the conversion as usual. And it's a great kick. Over it goes. I should mention, Tom, this as of last week, Glass has surpassed the 120-point mark for this season. So those two are put on 122, which isn't a small feat either.
For those who are watching, get involved in the YouTube chat. Ped156 says, come on, club.
We're right back down the other end now. Mallinson with the line out.
And for any keen Blackheath fans who are watching, at half-time over in Yorkshire, Rotherham trail 5 points to 13 against Plymouth Albion. And just down the road, Sale lead 14 points to 7 against Birmingham Moseley.
Sturge with the box. It's Hesketh who's going to be chasing it down. Doesn't quite get there into the safe arms of Emery, who's still with it. That's quick ball from Blackheath. Smart. Luke Pollock's first touch of the game, no relation. Yes, I don't think. That would be cool, though.
There we go again, Joe. Kick for the corner. We're going to see this a few times today.
Yeah, I think this might be rhythmic of...
Not the best of kicks, though.
Again, you know, for a... You know, I don't want to tear the man down too much, but, you know, you'd expect at least to make the 5 from there. Not that Blackheath are any less of a threat from this distance either. 10 to 15 metres out from Tigers' try line. In it goes, quick ball. There's Osborne on the end of it. Harding, can he get another? Held up brilliantly by Blanchard. Out again. Pollock, just short. Hollister.
Knocked on. You know, I couldn't work out if he dropped it or not. I saw him juggling.
Blackheath perhaps getting a little bit ahead of themselves there.
Yeah, I think they wanted the high tackle from Greg Smith.
Referee will take the knock on. So it's going to be a scrum down, Tigers ball on their 5. So it had to be a strong defensive scrum from them to keep the men in black and red out. Scrum goes down straight away on the first attempt, so we'll be trying again. I'm excited to see the strength of the Blackheath pack. Obviously, they've demonstrated that a bit in their maul defence, and that is a great scrum from Blackheath, as I say it.
Free kick.
Yeah, free kick to Blackheath. Question is, what are they going to do with it? Oh, no, excuse me, Tigers.
Yeah, I think they went very early.
Yeah, that would explain it, but you know, at first look, looks like the Tigers just got run over. It's a good
Staying
kick
in.
from Smith. In it stays.
I went out and then in.
Taken quickly by Morley. Out the back from... Sorry, Blackheath with the ball now. Harding. Hollister. Hughes. Sorry, Pollock. Osborne. Little jump from him as he gets onto the ball, and that looks like it might be a high tackle. Yep, yellow card from Nonley. No quarrel about that whatsoever. It's just something you can't do at this level. Especially onto the captain, the one man who's allowed to say anything. So he'll be spending the next 10 minutes on the bench, and Tigers with 14 men.
Yeah, he's like you say, Joe. You're always playing the risk when you go high. Will he feel a little bit hard done by? Maybe could we give him a warning early on? For both teams,
Possibly, yeah. No one wants to be yellow carded, but it's up to the ref to set the tone in terms of discipline, and I think that's probably what he's done there. High tackle, no safety mitigation, straight off. There's Blackheath with the quick line out, spinning it down the line now. It's taken in by Hollister. Oh, and a great cover from him.
And there he goes!
No, and there he goes. Hesketh, is he going to make it all the way? He's got Hughes chasing him. He's going for the posts. Try for Hesketh. Beep, beep. It was Deans with the crunching tackle on his opposite man to spill the ball, and Hesketh swoops in, scoops it up, and runs it halfway down the pitch for Tigers' second score. Bet you weren't expecting that, Tom.
Well, we'll have to go back to the first tackle. I think it was by Matt Law. What a tackle to spill that ball free. Hesketh picks it up, and what a way to score your first try for Sedgley Tigers. Picks the ball up just outside his own 22. And I tell you what, he isn't too far quick either, is he? Tom Hughes, he nearly caught him. That was a real foot race.
Yeah.
And he's going to bring it back. After all that.
Oh.
Tom Hesketh, you've not got your first try for Tigers. It's knocked on.
Sorry, fellas. I'll cross that out. That's unfortunate. But such is the way sometimes in this beautiful game. So back we come for, I expect a Blackheath ball.
Yeah, it'll be a scrum.
Yeah.
And just a reminder, as you might be able to see a pair of inflatable boobs on the balcony there as Ladies' Day here at Park Lane. The Ladies' Day at Park Lane, where are raising money for 2 charities in breast cancer awareness and Berry Hospice. So it's a keen charity day here, and the ladies there on the balcony enjoying a game of rugby here in the glorious sunshine in Manchester.
The girls and the girls, Tom. Blackheath scrum. But before that, Jack Ellum is coming off for...
Yeah, for the front row, that Joe.
Sorry, Danny Rylance, yeah. He'll be slotting to front row to cover for Belters Nonley. So Tigers will be scrumming without a number 8 for the time being. Both teams having trouble getting this scrum nailed. I think competitiveness is getting in the way of discipline. Scrum down again. It's an overwhelming scrum once again from Blackheath. Ball's kicked out. Ooh. But it'll be Hughes with it.
That was high from Sturgis.
Yeah, even I can see that. Had his arm around his neck. Will play on.
Needs to be careful there. he could end up in with 10 as well for that.
That's it. It's happened before in for Tigers this season as well, been down to 13 just for silly mistakes. Smart. Pops it off to Hollister.
Forward.
Yeah. It's a nice idea with a little spin pass out the back, but doesn't quite land on target. I'm just waiting on one of Hesketh. Sorry, still got Hesketh in my head. Blackheath players getting their hands trapped up there. Clearly, I'm still hung up on that disallowed try, Tom. But Tigers line out.
Yeah, it was a brave call to make from the referee.
Listen, you've got to be steadfast in that position. Great ball from James off the top. Bradley takes it in. And a box kick from Sturge. Oh, and Henderson gets under it and wins it for Tigers.
Knocked on.
That is unfortunate.
Just flicks the left elbow of Henderson as he went to catch it.
Well, a great contest from them anyway. It's the sort of thing you want to see at this level. And great recovery from Blanchard as well to get under that. I think Tigers are trying to make a sub.
Oh, and that's a worrying sign for Tigers as Lewis Bradley seems to be hobbling off.
Yeah, he looks to be in a bit of discomfort, so it will be Ellen rejoining the field.
For those Tigers fans watching, let's hope that's nothing too serious. He's been a key player for them this season.
Yeah, so impactful. You know, every single carry. Nonetheless, we'll wish him a speedy recovery and crack on with the game. Blackheath scrum. And it's a good hit this time. Tigers being driven backwards though. And yet they come away with it.
Well, I think we know what's going to happen here now, Joe.
Yeah. Rinse
Another
and
kick
repeat.
for the corner.
That's it. Well, Tigers managed to keep them out last time, so it's not a guarantee of points for the visitors. But they'll certainly have a go. Do you think Morley's aiming for that part of the pitch? Because that's twice now he's been well within range of the 5, but chose to kick it shorter.
Yeah, maybe there is a. Well, I don't want to say maybe it is a slight tactic, but maybe does it give him a little bit more space to play with it?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Suck the bodies into the maul, or get it off quickly like they have now.
Oh, it's a great ball from Blackheath. Oh, and a great running line from Osborne. Just gets there. Sloot is over for another try for Blackheath. Simple rugby, as you said, Tom. Suck them in, and then a fairly easy run in from Sloot there.
Yeah, I think that might be one of the tactics, Joe. Give themselves a bit more space to play with. If they want to set up for the maul, they know they can do, and it gives them a bit more space out wide with Hennessy, who've got the ball rolling there. And hands it off to Sloot, who finished it off. Should leave Morley a simple conversion. No mistake. Tigers have fought pretty resiliently there, though. They're considering it down to 14. Had one chalked off the board, and Blackheath haven't really made, well, they have now, but you couldn't say they've dominated this last 10 minutes whilst Tigers are down to 14.
No, definitely. I think one of the things that secured them that try then is just carrying through that momentum. Once you've got speed of ball at the breakdown and get it through the hands, not letting that momentum dissipate. You saw the speed at which Sloot came onto the ball. There's not much Tigers could have done to stop that, but it's them with the restart now. And great pressure from Tigers. And they win the ball. They win themselves a free kick. For not releasing. It was Osborne who just got caught by his opposite man. And Sturge is going to go for the corner. A bold tactic for a team down to 14 men. But provided they can power through that maul.
Won't be long now before we see Nunley returning. He's just on the sideline now.
I was thinking that he's got another 2 or 3 minutes. Mallinson with the ball at the back. Thinks he sees a gap round the inside. Tigers with it, about 2 meters out. Is that Birtwell on the ball? Tigers fighting hard. Blackheath defending.
Oh, that's a good turnover. They needed that. They were under a bit of pressure there, Blackheath.
Yeah, like I said before, that black and red defensive line is just formidable. And Tigers may have to come up with something more than just running it in hard if they want to get over the line, sorry. And there's the ball in the tree. Then got a ladder. Blackheath line out now, just inside their 22. Harding puts it in for Smeaton. Blackheath step them all. That maul would have been set up just as sort of a set-piece platform for the backs to play off of. But if they're still moving, there's no reason they can't keep going with it. And Harding rolls around the side and comes through.
Did he drop it? I think he did.
Yeah. If they caught that on camera. Yeah, it's a bit. And Nonley returns to the field.
Yeah, and Ben Batouche. Alex Ben Batouche who's coming on.
He's obviously coming back from injury.
So Ben Batouche will replace Danny Rylance, and Nonley will go back in the front row. With Ben Batouche going in at flanker.
Yeah. Dean's at number 8 and the Tigers scrum back up to full strength.
Looks like they've changed a little bit in there though, Joe, in the scrum. Looks like Ellam's going to go in at 8 now for the scrum.
Oh, right, you are.
And Dean's is going to come in over. Over on this near side.
Scrum down, Tigers ball. In it goes, and out it comes. Smith, Glass, Henderson.
They're isolated.
Long way from his wing, but making an impact nonetheless. Ellum. Oh, great counter tackle from his opposite man. His feet left the floor for a brief second. Mallinson beats one. Glass pops it. That looked almost forward. Nonley with his first carry back. Best believe he'll be getting slightly lower now. Ellum, Glass, Henderson. Ooh, great. Hand off there. He's still with it.
There's an advantage as well. I think it was Hyde. His number
all around the back from Smith to Hesketh. Can he get there? Oh, it's gone out, and there's a bit of afters. That was a crunching tackle, to be fair. And a lovely bit of skill from Smith as well, around the back.
And he's got a yellow in his hand as the referee. I'm not quite sure who it's going to just yet.
I didn't see who the tackle was made by, but it is a yellow. And it's number 4, Archie Smeaton, leaving the pitch. So now it's Blackheath's turn to play with 14 men. And at the worst possible moment, Tigers are bearing down on them. Referee having a chat with both captains, setting the record straight. I don't think Smeaton can feel too bad about that. That was a try-saving tackle. So if I were him, I'd probably take the yellow, but...
What about Reece Henderson? Absolutely bulldozed his way through.
You heard the crunch from up here, Tom.
It was a high tackle on him as well.
Yeah.
The slap against... Well, I don't even know who he hit, but... Oof.
No, innit? He was there, whoever it was there, and then they were gone. But Tigers ball, 5 metres out. Burtwell goes up. Oh, it just slips his fingers. Nonley recovers.
Yeah, Blackheath down to 14 after the rest of the half.
Tigers about a metre out, carrying it through the forwards. Out they come. Smith out to Hesketh. Great cover tackle from Hughes.
Tigers will want to score here before the break. Make that extra man pay.
Burtwell pops to Mallinson. Oh, Blackheath with the counter ruck.
Thought like they'd had counter-rucked it.
I thought so. Referee says play on.
Advantage. Taking it quickly. Glass.
Oh, and Glass with the run-in. Beautiful stuff. Quick penalty from Sturge. Couldn't tell you what number of infringements that penalty, that quick tap was for, but it's paid off for Tigers nonetheless. As we enter the last few moments of this first half, both teams 12 points apiece, with Glass to collect the extras.
Yeah, they make that extra man pay, do Tigers, and they've, in this first half, they've looked very bright attacking. They've been able to, throw back with Blackheath when they've had the ball. They've been able to try and defend as hard as they can. They've not kept them out, but they've played just as well.
Well, and the score reflects that as well, Tom. Nearly 40 minutes in, and the scores are equal. I'd say infringements are fairly equal. Yeah, right through the middle. And with 90 seconds left on the clock for this first half, Tigers found themselves back in the lead. Obviously, they were briefly before that first try was disallowed, but Tigers 14, Blackheath 12. And Blackheath with the restart. It's a great restarting take from Deans. Burtwell hits a black and red wall. Sturgis with the clear. Off to Osborne.
Advantage.
Oh, that looked a little bit forward. More than a little bit. But it's all right. Is that Osborne on the floor, I think? Either way, we're going to have a couple. The time's been stopped. Well, that Blackheath player receives some attention.
And while we have got time off, I'll just go through some scores around the grounds here in National League One, as Bishop Stortford currently lead 12 points to 0 versus Rosslyn Park. Clifton versus Dings Crusaders has only just kicked off, so that's 0-0. And Leeds Tanks currently lead 14 points to 5 against Tunbridge Judians. Rams are currently 21 points to 0 up versus Leicester Lions. And over in Yorkshire, for those Blackheath fans who are wondering, it's currently 57 minutes played, and it's Rotherham Titans 12, Plymouth Albion 16. And just down the road in Sale, it's Sale lead Birmingham Moseley 21 points to 14.
Nice one, Tom. We got a couple of comments here in the YouTube chat as well. Barry Wrigley says, watching on the road at Chinner, C-O-Y-T. Do you know what that means? I don't. Ah, coach driver, right. We've had confirmation from Mr. Morley over here.
Come on, you Tigers.
You got another. Right, I get it. Sorry, a bit slower on the ball for that one. Another comment here from Sam Glass says, yes! Great try, Tigers. Obviously, that's coming off the back of Glass's try just now. So thank you, Sam, for getting involved. And I believe that's Ollie's mum cheering him on from at home.
For those who are just tuning in, just in case the stopwatch on the stream is still continuously running, but there is about 13 seconds left to play in this first half here at Park Lane, as Osborne just gets back on his feet.
Yeah, it was a strong carry from him earlier on. He's obviously come off worse. But time back on. And it'll be Sam Morley getting us back on the way with a kick for touch. Yeah, so that's a much bigger boot than the last two. And it'll be a Blackheath line out.
Yeah, I think Blackheath will look to try and score here while the time's now up. Now we're in the extras.
Listen, I would
just keep the ball moving and see if they can try and get anything out of this while they're down to 14.
It would just be speed of hands and speed of ball for Blackheath. You know, they've shown already that they can come away with points using that. It's a great line-up from Blackheath. Hollister with it now. Osborne. It's a quick ball for Blackheath. As Pollock makes a run. Emery, very shallow. Ooh, and a strong hit on Josh Smart from captain Connor James.
Advantage.
Sloot. Harding. Smart, and a kick over the top from Morley. A little spiral kick into touch from Sturge, but
yeah, he's going to bring it back for the original penalty.
Yeah.
And I wonder, did they go for the sticks or did they got to go for the corner?
Well, it's whether they think they can pull a try off without conceding any penalties. You know, the clock has hit 40.
Yeah, they're going to go for the corner.
Bold strategy. Yeah, it's a decent boot. Putting their line out about 10 metres out from Tigers' try line. It'll be Harding with the put in. He's already secured the record. Can he come away with another maul try? It's not completely out of the question. Down it comes. Big counter drive from Tigers as well. You can see Ben Matouche on the side here. Out to Hollister.
The space to the left if they can get to Hennessy.
Far too many Tigers players on this left side, not marking anyone, but Blackheath still with it. Advantage. Holland. Still going. Just short.
Still advantage.
Does Salute have any more luck? Not quite. And it's just kicked away.
Oh.
Another yellow card.
That's Mallinson, I think, who he's brandished that one to. So both teams now down to 14.
And still playing on. We're well into overtime for this first half. And Blackheath have gone for the corner once again. Obviously, you know, they can smell blood in the water. See if they can't come away with a last-minute try here.
And we've played that much over now, Joe, that we're going to see soon, if we still are playing, we're going to see Archie Smeaton come over. And a penalty as well for not straight for the line-out. So it will be a scrum.
Yeah, Tigers do really well to keep Blackheath out here.
I think they'll be furious with that. It's one of the first, well, it's probably the second time they've been able to get the line out on the 5. Something that's worked so well for them this season. And
No, exactly. No, it's a really strong point for, well, I say most teams to play off of, is that line out maul. And now Blackheath not getting the set piece they wanted. So I expect if Tigers come away with this ball off the scrum, it'll be immediately booted into touch, and that'll be the half. And then it goes. And out it goes. And that's half time. At long last here at Park Lane. Tigers beating the visitors by 2 points. Score 14-12. It's been a half of yellow cards, turnovers, and disallowed tries. It's been a bit of a roller coaster, but we shall see how the rest of this game plays out in a few minutes when we come back for the second half. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to second half of this game here at Park Lane, where Tigers are hosting Blackheath. Score currently sits at 14-12 to the hosts. If you were just joining us, first half was a close contest, to be fair. You know, Blackheath, I think, were most notable for their speed of ball at the breakdown and through the hands, but both teams picking up a couple of yellows as well. One of which was at Mallinson, and we carrying over into the second half, but it's been a fierce contest nonetheless. Tigers doing all they can to, I say keep up with them still leading the scores, but Blackheath being such a strong team in National 1, they've done really well to attain the score that they have done so far. So it will be Tigers kicking off this second half.
And starting with 14, if I'm correct.
That's right,
as
yeah.
Mallison's still in the bin, whereas Blackheath have been able to get Smeaton back on now. So they're back to 15.
Yeah, obviously we had a lot of overtime from that first half, so his yellow card's been has since ended, but Mallinson will be starting this half on the bench. Tigers now, of course, kicking into the sun as well.
That was soft.
Yeah, come on.
That felt, in a game of rugby, that felt soft.
Yeah. Technically, his feet hadn't touched the ground yet, but yeah, come on now. We saw a bit of that last half as well with that non-yellow card. You know, there was no, after he made that high tackle, you know, we didn't think it was too bad, but there was no discussion whatsoever. It was straight yellow. So I feel like this referee is one of them who's going to be pretty strict with the law. Oh, and it's just spilled by James, and Blackheath coming away with it now. Down the line there's quick hands again. Strong carry from Pollock. And a kick over the top from Morley. Henderson collects. Ball spilled at the back. Blackheath still with it. Carry from Pollock. Sturge wanted to go around the side there, realised he was in the wrong. It's good discipline from him. Blackheath. Hands down the line. Harding makes a good run. That was a tough tackle on Harding. Blanchard puts his hand up.
I mean, that was a stronger tackle than the one that Nonley went to the bin for. I'm
That's what I
surprised Blanchard's not seen yellow as well.
I think the only difference there, to be fair, it's well kept in by Sam Thorpe, or not.
He just got up a little bit early. I think he just got up a little bit early. Didn't manage to keep his feet up in the air for long enough.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be Blackheath's ball anyway, so nothing lost there. Harding with the put in. Comes down easy. Blackheath with the maul. Encroaching. Harding. Oh, it just slips out. No. Burns with the recovery. Referee's having the word. It's going to be a free kick to, or rather a penalty to Blackheath.
Yeah, it's going to be a scrum.
Yeah. Just while we've got a little bit of time here, Julie Moss-Williamson in the YouTube chat saying, keep it up, lads, doing good. Bland's nan, Bland's mom, and Princess Eliza all watching their man John. Giving support as always. Blackheath scrum down now. Round the side with Osborne.
Just short.
Not quite there. Blackheath making another dive for the line. And again, great defence from Tigers here.
Advantage. And try.
We'll wait on confirmation to see quite who that was.
Number 6, I think.
Yeah. Number 6, Josh Smart. He's having a cracking game today and all. Yeah, reliable player in the reliable hands in the line out. And likewise round the side of that rock. It's put Blackheath in the lead once again. So only 5 minutes into this first half and Blackheath with the first score. And it'll be Sam Morley collecting the extras. Yeah, easy as you like, straight through the middle. So that puts the scores at Blackheath 19, Tigers 14. So Tigers still well within this, but trailing nonetheless.
Yeah, Blackheath made the extra man pay.
It's a good clearance kick from Emery. Comes down to the arms of Sam Thorpe.
And it was offside in the end. A few of the Sedgley Tigers fans in the stand here wanted a bit of an earlier decision there from the referee.
Yeah, well, we could all see it. You know, and Sturge just smiled that one off. I think it was Noah Sloot who just dove over the ruck. So Tigers line out, and it's Jack Emmer on the ball. Of course, because Mallinson still off with the yellow. Strong carry from Deans. Smith slings out wide. Burtwell. Ellen spills it
loose.
forward. Osborne out wide to Burns. Can he get around the outside? Beats Glass. Pops it inside to Hennessy. And it's the winger who's in for the try, if he ever puts it down under the post as well. 2 tries within 3 minutes.
Seals the bonus point as well, Joe.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's a great bit of play from Blackheath there, capitalising on the Tigers' spilled ball You know, saw how quickly they got it out to the edge. And Morley with the extras. Scores now, Blackheath 25, Tigers 15. I was saying only moments ago that Tigers were still within try scoring distance of their opposing score, but that's since dissipated. However, Tigers back up to 15 men with Madison just joining the field. You can see there in the number 2 shirt. Burns taking his time with the box kick. And straight out it goes. Great pressure from Tigers. Actually missed a few comments earlier, so sorry to those. Gareth Riley, thanks for the coverage, team. Has Vinny left the hand warmers at home today? I expect he has done, yeah. Absolute scorcher here at Park Lane. Phil Mickleborough saying, watching from Staffordshire. Thanks for getting involved, Phil. And Afro Sync Trio saying, go club. It's just spilled by James, but Blanchard recovers. Bit confused as to who that was going to, but it's with Law, who makes the clearance kick.
It's a great kick
Yeah,
as well.
Fantastic kick and all.
And just while you're going to set up for this line out, if you are watching in support of Blackheath, I can give you an important score update. It is full time over in Yorkshire, and it was once 19 all. They trailed for most of the game, but Rotherham have won 22 points to 19 over in a top of the table clash.
Yeah, that's got to be a good game to watch. But here at Park Lane, it's Blackheath's line out, up with Smart. And it looks like that wasn't straight, much to the Tigers' jubilation. So it'll be a Tiger scrum instead, which is exactly what they want at this range. Back up to full strength now and everything.
Yeah, they're still in this game, our Tigers.
Yeah, it's not unlike them to leave all the try scoring to the latter stages as well. So don't anyone count them out just yet. Big hit from Tigers. And Dean's out the back. Tigers less than a metre out. Nolly makes a dive for the line.
I think that was Mallinson there.
Does, yeah. And over the line they go. With a little bit of afters. Was that Blanchard that got it over in the end, I think?
Not quite sure. I'll have a little bit of a look on the stream. I think it was Ben Batouche who got the try there.
Our in-house TMO Tom Markham with the confirmation and Glass with the extras. So Tigers are right back in it. score now 21-26. So where they were trailing by 12, that gap has now been reduced to 5. Blackheath with the restart, straight onto the ball.
Good work there from Tom Hughes. Got his feet set early.
Oh, we've got another comment in the chat from Ped156. Watching from Abu Dhabi. Go on, club. Must be nice. Yeah, it's good weather here, but yeah, imagine what it's like over there.
Let's hope he's staying safe.
Yeah, Christ. Didn't even think of that, but cheers for tuning in either way. Tigers come away with the ball from that line out. I think Sturge's going to clear it, yeah. Up it goes. Hesketh's underneath it, doesn't quite get a hand to it though. Blackheath with the ball. Osborne. Pops it off to Douglas, who's just entered the field. Oh, out wide once more to Hennessy.
In touch.
And just into touch.
Great work from Sam Thorpe.
So it will be a line-up for Tigers. Mallinson on the ball once again. Tigers set piece back to normal. James goes up at the back after some trickery. Ellen with the carry. Spilled and recovered. Strong tackle on Blanchard. Sturge with the box kick once again. Henderson's underneath it. Oh, he gets a hand to it.
Forward.
That is unfortunate.
First knock on Noah's on Blackheath.
Yeah, like you say, Tom, first knock on from Blackheath, so it's going to be a Tigers scrum down.
And just while we wait, there's a half-time around some of the ground. So half-time at Bishop Stortford, they lead 33 points to 14 versus Rosslyn Park. Half-time at Clifton as they trail 14 points to 19 versus Dings Crusaders. And it's also half-time over in Leeds where they narrowly are winning 28 points to 24 versus Tunbridge Judians. And at half-time down in Reading where Rams are playing Leicester Lions, they're currently winning 42 points to 19. Sale just down the road, nearly 60 minutes on the clock there. They currently lead 33 points to 21 versus Birmingham Moseley.
Yeah, messy scrum, but Tigers coming away with it nonetheless.
And just to add to that, the early kickoff was Rotherham versus Plymouth, where they narrowly won 22 points to 19. Rotherham Titans did.
Box kick for Tigers. Hesketh gets under it. And that looked like a painful challenge.
And another yellow.
I'm not quite sure what to say about that. It looked like a fair contest in the air. Yeah, he's come down hard, bless him, but that's that referee being strict once again. But water's on while that man receives some treatment. And one more comment in the YouTube chat. The Hicks saying, "Come on, club." There's another Blackheath supporter in the chat. It's good to see.
Few people on the balcony there, enjoying a bit of the Manchester sunshine.
They're having a right party up
It's
there.
only taken about 6 months for it to come back out.
Changes in the Tigers front row. 16, Austin Downham making his first appearance today, and Danny Rylance returns to the field. Meaning that Nunley and Blanchard have finished their shift for the day. Both putting in solid performance as usual in the scrum and in open play. And those two men being applauded off the pitch by the ladies and gents in the stands. I should say time was off. It's back on now. Clock currently needs 58 minutes gone. So if that doesn't quite match the clock on the live stream, that's why. But decent kick from Morley to put Blackheath in for the line out on the Tigers 22. Smart goes up, straight out.
Yeah, nice move.
And down the line to Osborne. He's had some really strong carries today and all. McGee makes an erroneous pass, well recovered though by Morley. And it's with Blackheath still. Emery makes a run. It's put out to Pollock and Hennessy. Smeaton makes a carry upon his return. Osborne to Pollock.
Ball's loose.
Spill forward. Yeah, it's going to be a knock-on for Blackheath. Yeah, the boys in red and black look really sharp until they don't. Yeah, same can be said for Tigers perhaps, but
Thorpe struggling with a little bit of calf tightness, maybe a little bit of cramp.
it comes to the territory.
This is where the replacements will could really change the game. Looks like Tansey's going to come on to replace Sturgis. A change at scrum half. And if Sam Thorpe's cramp and tightness probably gets any worse, we might see the Josh Ree move into fullback.
That wouldn't be all a bad thing. Of course, you can see from here as well, number 22 shirt in the front row for Blackheath, that's James Cornish. So, set of fresh legs in the Blackheath front row as well. Should spell for a strong scrum. That ball out the ball comes, and onto the boot with Smith. Morley returns.
Needs to get a gate move on Morley comes.
It's a good clear from Thorpe. Yeah, that's great clearance rugby. from the number 15. And a Blackheath line out just inside the Tigers' half. Up it goes. Calls for not straight, but it's...
it did look a little bit wonky.
Ref was happy with it. Douglas with the carry. And Smart.
It did look forward.
He's with the ball still. Referee says play on. For Hughes. And it will be a Blackheath try. Apologise for any fruity language that you viewers are picking up on this live stream, but
I mean,
it's understandable.
it's a really poor decision, I think, that actually from the referee. I mean, he's a few decisions he's made today that haven't been quite consistent with the rest of the game.
Yeah.
And the line out maybe wasn't straight. That maybe was a little bit ambiguous, but I think everyone who was sat in this stand on the touchline could see that that one was forward.
Well, yeah, and there's no, and mind you, Tigers didn't contest in that line out either, so quite often referees will give like benefit of the doubt, you know, if there's no contest. And there's no clear advantage made by the throw, then they'll play on. But I'm surprised that wasn't called for a forward pass. So but we play on nonetheless. Score now sitting Blackheath 33, Tigers 21. 63 minutes into this game. Oh, and it's Emery on a run for Blackheath.
He's going to go all the way.
He's going to go all the way. Blackheath really running away with it now. Yeah, I was so quick off the restart.
Yeah, he had options to his left, Emery, and he didn't even fake to go to them, but he could just see he was looking to see if he was going to pass, wait for Josh Reed to make a move. Is he going to go for the tackle? Is he going to try and intercept it? And in the end, he just had acres of space bit in front of him, and he just carried the ball into it.
Yeah, he's a tough one to beat on that foot race. So, and he knew he was in it at a certain point. But Josh Reed has joined the pitch for Tigers, replacing Sam Thorpe. And Morley with the extras once again. Putting the score now at 40 points to Blackheath.
Tigers need another try now. Get the bonus point.
Not sure where the fire from the Tigers has gone, or whether Blackheath have just turned it up a level.
Oh, it's intercepted, and now it's 5-on-2. Morley's through.
This is unbelievable. Perhaps this is the Blackheath that we were expecting. You know, they're not holding back anymore. Trying our best not to sound disappointed, but this is unbelievable rugby from Blackheath. 3 tries in what is that?
3 minutes.
3 minutes, yeah.
3 tries in 3 minutes for Blackheath. Really taking the, well, I think the gate, probably the momentum for Tigers was taken away from an ambiguous call from the referee to not give the forward pass for the huge try, and then since then the heads have gone.
Yeah. No mistake once again from Morley. Putting the score now at 47 to Blackheath, 21 to Tigers.
And no record to be broken this week for Billy Harding. He's, just to anyone who's tuning in, he got his 42nd try of the season, which levels the National 1 record from back from the 2011-12 season of Phil Chester's, who was playing for Ealing Trailfinders then. And Billy Harding will have the chance next time out when he has a home game versus Sale FC.
Ooh.
Down at Blackheath.
Oh, surely not. Blackheath are away with it again. Reece Henderson tried to go for the intercept, I think. And Blackheath came away with it.
And Henderson's going to get there.
It's a foot race. Yeah, and try given. I'm speechless, Tom. This is unbelievable rugby from Blackheath. Absolutely just tearing holes.
Yeah, it was great awareness from Morley. Just took his time with the kick, left boot into the backfield, and the bounce favoured Hennessy. And Henderson tried his hardest to try and take Hennessy into touch. Although he managed to get the ball down in the corner. And that's the second try of the day. This is 12th of the season for Blackheath. And 4 tries in about 6 minutes has really taken this game away from Sedgley Tigers, who for the first 60 minutes were right there.
Leading at some points as
they
well.
They were
Tom.
right there, up against. I mean, they went down to 4. They still are down to 14. Tom Hesketh has still not returned to the pitch.
Oh, it has gone through. So Morley, a reliable kicker as ever, puts Blackheath up 54 points to Tigers 21. Which, like you say, Tom, you know, Tigers were within 8 points 7 minutes ago.
Well, I'm just doing some notes, Joe, for the report later on. And at the 59th minute, Hesketh saw yellow for, you know, chasing the kick down and colliding with his opposition member in the air. He went to the bin for 10, and he's only just returned. And at the time, it was 21-26. It's now 21-54.
Blackheath's still looking really sharp. Austin down and causing trouble at the breakdown. Yeah, Tigers haven't been squeaky clean today, but all in all, I'd say they've kept their mistakes to a minimum. They've been undermined by a couple of questionable referee decisions.
There's still points to play. There's still a point to play for here, though, for Tigers. They've got 3 tries. There's 10 minutes left to play. If they get another one, there's the bonus point. So they need to recalculate here. They need to keep their heads. And when you're in a relegation fight, every point counts.
That's it. And that's the other thing to mention is that
the game's gone now. The scoreline's gone, but there's still points to play for in this game for the home side.
And Archie Bourne makes his first carry of the day, and a thundering one it is at that. Osborne with it now. Owen. Pollock's broken the line and has put Carl McGee in for yet another Blackheath try. Yeah, this is just another whole other class of rugby from Blackheath here. Tigers doing anything they can to compete, and are just not getting a word in at all. And that is just testament to the level of, you know, skill and determination from Blackheath. You know, no mercy, and 2 extra points once again for Morley.
Yeah, we said earlier that they didn't make the extra man pay when we saw Mallinson go down to go in the bin, or Nonley go in the bin, and then since Hesketh's gone off, and then they've just turned it up a notch of Blackheath. Okay, there was the try with the ambiguous decision from the referee, but to concede another 5 tries since then is you've got to put that down to probably pure class from Blackheath.
Well, that's it. You know, it's not all Tigers' fault, is it? You know, this team is top of the table, or nearly, for a reason. Oh, it's great defence from Matt Law to keep Hennessy out, or the ball away from him at least. Down with the carry. Smith, Burtwell, out to Ree. Burtwell once again. Ooh, good little step from Glass. Yeah, he saw Scragg coming.
Offside.
Yeah. Okay, Tigers been given an inch of breathing room, and Smith will go for the corner. Tigers obviously still chasing that bonus point, as we were saying, and he does find touch. Referee still walking, I want to say not even 10 metres out, so well within try scoring range. And so more with Tigers, with Mallinson at the back. He's rolling.
Advantage.
Scragg's come through the middle. Smith, cross kick. Hesketh, great take. It's a great cover from his opposite man as well. Recovers. The referee's going to bring it back.
Yeah, no advantage.
Yeah. It was a nice idea from Smith. Yeah, it's something they haven't tried all game. But unfortunately, Tom Hughes was far too clued in for that. So, free kick for Tigers. Burtwell makes a charge for the line. Tigers diving for the line still. Yeah, offside, and it's Rylance with the try.
And there's the bonus point.
At long last. Danny Rylance's 6th try of the season and his 2nd return to the pitch.
And the bonus point.
With exactly the consolation point for Tigers. At least they're not coming away with nothing. But that should be about all she wrote, with only 4 minutes remained in. But Glass still to collect the extras. Glass, reliable as ever, comes away with the extra 2 points. So Tigers now on 28, but far, far ahead in a different class of their own. Blackheath with 62 points. And with the restart. Oh, it's gone backwards. No, it hasn't. That's unfortunate for Deans. And it just doesn't quite get secure enough hands to it. So, scrum down, Blackheath ball. Blackheath looking threatening once again. And I will get round to the comments in the on the YouTube stream. I've not forgotten about yet. But this is just such unbelievable rugby. Yeah, so we're going to restart the scrum. So we've got HJ Watson saying, "What? Come on, the club." I think that's about the same reaction as most people watching this. Is what is going on? Poppy River, Billy's proud mum watching at home in Cornwall. Go club! You know, what a day to be watching as well. Thanks for tuning in, both of yous. And a great day for that man Billy as well, equaling the Nat 1 try-scoring record. First set in way back in 2010. Blackheath looking dangerous. Little grubber from Hollister. Henderson's recovered. Clears well. Done really well to get Tigers out of danger there.
Sorry about the bad camera work.
About 90 seconds left on the clock. I think the only question left is, will Blackheath drive another nail into Tigers' coffin, or just let them rest? Up it goes for Blackheath, but down it comes for Tigers. Ellum. Smith decides to cut in. James up to Glass. It looks like a high tackle. Or not. Burtwell. Smith. Sees space, kicks it through. Probably not quite where he wanted it to go. And nor was that. And that's the game. That's full time. Final score, I can't believe I'm saying this, 62 points.
61 it is.
61, my mistake. Well, the scoreboard's mistake, mind you, but Blackheath 61, Tigers 28 in an absolute, after a bloodbath of a second half. You know, Blackheath just hit a new gear. You know, they show why they are in the position in the table that they are, why they're fighting for promotion to the champs, and gave us a game, not one we were expecting, but a result that is almost unsurprising. Serious game of rugby here. Tigers did all they could in that first half, leading at some points, were brought down by perhaps some questionable decisions, but I'm sure they won't put it down to that. But all in all, a great day for rugby, National 1 rugby here at Park Lane.
Yeah, Joe, it was a cracking game of rugby in the end. 13 tries. I mean, 4 yellow cards. And did Blackheath make Tigers pay with that when they went down to 14 with that last yellow card with Hesketh? But yeah, it was a really close battle till about the 62nd minute, and then it just, like you said, it all just began to steamroll Blackheath's way. They'll take some very much needed points back home as they push on for promotion. But Tigers did manage to get themselves a bonus point as they're in a bit of a relegation dogfight down at the bottom. And yeah, I think that's all that needs to really be said about the rest of that now.
Yeah, that's it. So full time and end of the match day here at Park Lane. Thank you to everyone tuning in into what has been an unbelievable game of rugby here at Park Lane. And we'll catch you on the next one.